Welcome back to Just Very Mundane. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Josh.
And we the boys. We're back. I don't, that's the introduction I've always done is we the boys.
We the boys?
Yeah, we the boys.
That's with 4 Z's.
We just won't tell you where the Z's are.
Yeah.
They're mixed around.
They're silent.
Boys, I'll give you him. Boys do not have any of the Z's.
Yeah,
But
that's too predictable.
Yeah.
Subvert expectations.
You know what we're all about. That's the main goal of this podcast is to subvert expectations. But
not in an interesting way.
I bet you didn't expect that, and it wasn't interesting. Anyways, before we start, we actually have Sagar tuning in, a guest. I've never been on the podcast before. He's gonna tune in. I say tune in. I don't know why I said that. He's gonna come in and talk to us on his phone, and our phone as well. He's actually just in the other room, but
we just don't want him on camera.
Yeah, it's bad for
2 weeks in a row after his 2.5 month suspension.
Yeah, exactly. We had
lots of gambling problems.
He does. He has a huge amount of gambling problems.
So much debt.
All right. Well, I do have a gift for Josh. A couple episodes ago, I talked about bringing this gift out. I talked about giving you a gift, and it finally came in after all this time. I don't know if you want to change into it.
Oh no!
In between,
let's see what this is.
Here's the all the audio listeners. It's gonna suck. It isn't this shirt. It's that blue Minecraft superhero shirt that I mentioned before.
He would never get me something
That's
so
my
nice.
wrapping. Yeah, it's too expensive. It's too valuable. Sweatshirt, which I know you like.
Oh, I see purple. Purple's my color. Oh,
Hold
yes.
it up. Hold it up so everybody can see it.
So you're probably not going to be able to hear me, but
I'm glad this is good. I'm glad I can't hear him. Yeah. Describe. It's a sweatshirt, a black sweatshirt, and the letters it says Skinner, and the I is a spoon, and under it says JVM, which is I guess the letters of this podcast. Just gonna get some logo branding in here.
That's actually really, really, really sick. That's actually super awesome. I'm not kidding. I'll probably go change into that.
If you want to, you can go change into it, and then I'll call Sagar while you change.
Yeah. Wait. But just to explain that, the whole Skinner thing with the spoon, just don't explain it at all.
We've talked about it. Go listen to the other episodes. Was that 2 episodes ago? 3 episodes ago?
I feel like
you can just listen to all of them. We'll find it.
I feel like that was
first episode.
Pretty
before you were even on.
Yeah, actually.
Just Sagar and I. We were talking about it.
Sagar and you. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this on.
All right, I'm gonna go call Sagar. It's just me and the boys. This will be cut out, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, welcome back after that little cut. I don't know where I'm gonna cut in actually. From the introduction to this, Sagar's here now.
I am.
Okay. There was a little pause between me saying that and you saying anything. It just seemed like I was lying.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Well, I mean, I'm not actually back. I'm not there. I'm here.
No,
but I'm there in spirit.
You can. I know what I'll do. I'll just use the Elmo puppet that we have, and then I will mouth. I'll make it talk every time you talk, Sagar. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sagar, do me a favor and don't speak for the remainder of the podcast. If I have to watch this,
I feel like that will
be
doing a favor to Jacob.
It worked out. I think my arm will get tired, but it's fine. It's worth it.
I'm a little scared. He's a little too good at moving this Elmo around.
Viciously good? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm really good at puppetry. Puppeteer. I can't speak puppetry.
Puppetry, yeah.
I was right the first time. I don't know why I corrected myself. So hey, Sagar, how have you been?
Puppets. I've been good. It's been a hot minute since we've recorded, I guess.
We recorded last week, right?
Yeah.
Or I guess 2
we
weeks
did,
ago.
but it's been, I think, has it been 2 weeks? I think almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 weeks because we weren't able to meet to record for last week's episode until now, which was be a late episode or an episode that's just skipped. I guess skipped last week, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
It was kind of a crazy week for most of us.
I guess. I mean.
So now we can find out exactly how much more my grammar has devolved within the 2 weeks.
Yeah, really, this podcast has become a science experiment.
I just had Sagar. How many times have you left your house?
Never. I didn't actually realize it until just a few days ago. Whenever my mom asked me if I'd ever left the house, and then I thought about it, and I realized since I got here, I have never once left my house.
I mean, in your defense, you never leave the house here unless you have to go get food
That's a good
or
point.
go to school, and both of those things are not a thing that you have to do right now. So,
That's
And
true.
work out also to go to the gym.
we gotta slip that in. I forgot about that. Well, I mean, I guess I'm counting that as going to school at this moment.
Yeah,
Because,
well,
like,
if you count all those things, I'm rarely ever home.
yeah, if you
there.
if you count all of the things that you leave the house for, and you talk about not doing those things, and you won't leave the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be different if like the stuff you were doing weren't like errands.
Yeah. I guess
Hey,
school's an errand.
If I was
School's definitely
still,
an
if I still lived there with you guys, I would have come hang out. Would have came to hang out with you
With
guys a
us?
few times.
Yeah. Except I don't
Yeah.
leave my room either. So.
Yeah. Well.
That's true. I would. Well, I would. For Jacob, I'd show up.
If it
Aw.
wasn't for Jacob, you would show up. Is that what you said?
No, I would show up just for you.
Oh, that's sweet. Josh, you can leave.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not needed here anymore. Yeah, this is working out. So how's everybody's week going? This is a question we always start every podcast out.
Mine's boring. Started summer school.
All right.
That's
Just slip
about
that in there.
that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my life.
Summer school, and
Oh, there's so many freaking mosquitoes out here.
we don't want to hear about your personal problems.
Yeah. Get bit or not get bit, but
Yes.
try to keep it down.
All right. If you get bit, that's on you. That's not really good entertaining. No one can see that.
But
Right.
my life has been
But guys, I'm like,
summer school
like,
and
I attract everything, including bugs.
You check me especially.
ooh.
Yeah. I guess you could say I'm a bug.
That's all that matters, really.
Yeah, it is all that matters.
The
You're right. Thank
pesky
you.
boys.
Pesky Boys. That's a good name. We'll change the podcast name right now. The Pesky Boys.
That's
I think it's a
perfect.
good name. Do you like that name, Sucker?
What name?
Pesky Boys.
Pesky boys?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, we're all in
Confirmed,
favor.
yeah,
I
there we
don't,
go.
I don't think
Welcome back to Pesky Boys, everybody. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm refusing to acknowledge this sudden change of names.
You already said sure, so you've acknowledged it, and the moment's over.
You already
You
voted.
can't take it back. One thing you've known about voting is you can't take it back. Once a vote, always a vote.
But yeah, I've
Can't actually argue with that.
started reading the Avatar comics. Yeah.
Also a nerd thing to do, but I can't blame you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was not expecting that
Since
show.
when has Avatar been on Netflix again? Because has it always been there,
No,
or
it's
am I
been there like a
seeing
week.
it back on?
It's been like 2 weeks and I'm already
Yeah.
done. I had never seen it before. I watched all of it.
You've never seen the show before?
I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons as a kid.
Yeah, and in his defense, there are a lot of boobs in that show, more than you would think.
Yeah. Like Game of Thrones, actually, just based on Avatar.
I think
The
I'm
Last
joking. I'm not joking. There's a lot of cleavage.
There really is, though.
Yeah,
Especially for like all these characters being like 12.
yeah.
Yeah, but most of it's Appas, though. Does that really count?
Well, I mean, Appa's like 100 and something. So I
He's
mean, he's
completely
fine.
naked.
He's like 112.
He is. If you think about it, him and Momo are both completely naked.
All the time. They're a bunch of nudists.
Thank God that Momo is naked all the time.
Well, I mean, they are monks, so it's not really that weird, you know. I don't know if Appa and Momo are monks, but they are. They live in a monk colony.
Apparently, Momo originally was supposed to be like the reincarnated spirit of Monkey Yatsu.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, but wait, all airbenders monks, though? That doesn't work.
Well, I mean, not like actually, but there's like all the temples, all the airbenders that are there are monks. But if you think about just because you're not in the temple,
Okay, but there has to be members of the airbending race. I don't.
yeah, and I'm
group
pretty sure there are other airbenders that don't live in the temples. Like because I mean, there's waterbenders that don't live in the two water tribes. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, if everyone's a monk, you really can't have future generations.
I mean,
is what I was
if you
getting at there.
think about it though, all
Unless they're all,
of
like,
the
terrible
airbenders
monks.
in Avatar the Last Airbender are dead except for one. So I guess they don't live anywhere.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
they're dead.
That's true.
Well, I mean, they live
Good
wherever
point,
Aang
good point
is.
to make.
They live inside of him.
Everybody's Aang
And
has
that-
reincarnated everybody. Do you like that? Do you like this conversation, Sagar? Can you contribute a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you watch the show?
Me or Josh?
You, Sagar.
This is going to be kind of difficult, guys. All the way through.
Just
Yeah.
I guess.
It has been years since I've watched it all the way through. I'm
You should
debating
you should rewatch it.
going through it again.
You definitely should.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I'm rewatching it right now for like the 5th time. So
I was watching it with friends online, and then we stopped for like 2 days. So I just sat down and watched the entire rest of the show in one sitting, and stream cheated on every single one of them, and I have no regrets.
I love the show.
I'm
My favorite show.
scared. I'm scared to watch it again. I'm scared that it won't hold up to. Because last time I watched it, I was a lot younger, so I'm scared that if I watch it all the way through again, I won't like it as much as I remember.
I still love it.
I think it held up. I mean, I my first time watching it was whenever I was 20. I still thought it was.
You
good.
think it held up from the other times you didn't watch it?
Yeah.
No. I know what you're saying. Like, I'm just saying I have like this image of that show already in my head, like these memories, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm afraid that it won't hold up to the way I remember feeling about it. Is what I'm
Listen,
saying.
you'll feel every emotion watching that show. I've cried, I've laughed,
It's true.
I think those are the only two.
Yeah, I mean,
It makes
I'll
me
probably
want to-
definitely rewatch it.
Makes me want to try
point in
tea.
summer.
Yeah.
It's just I have like a lot of shows that I'm kind of watching for the first time now.
Is there hammering
So-
going on outside?
Yeah, there is. I think maybe it's some roofing going on.
Yeah, yes. Got nothing better than roofing. Sorry you're not part of this, Sagar. I know you feel left out.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I have the sounds of birds all around me. So
Yeah, how's Marty doing?
Yeah, Marty. Which is his
Marty's great. I was afraid that Marty had passed away, but I saw him pretty recently. So Marty's great. Kiki and Gina as well. You know,
should give him
the
a
whole
sick
gang is here.
give him a sick gold necklace that way you can never lose him.
Yeah, maybe give him something to remember me by that he
Maybe a
passes
fedora.
down from generation to generation.
Fedora?
It'd
I
be
like
like
the
trumpeted
fedora.
with Swan, except
I don't know if your fedoras will fit him though, Sagar.
Yeah.
So your head might be too
my
big.
fedoras.
Yeah.
I don't have fedoras.
Well, I mean, that's because you gave them all to Marty.
You're wearing one right now.
Yeah, we can see you.
No. Only Perry the Platypus can wear fedoras. Okay, not even Matt Bomer could pull off fedoras.
Okay, yeah, he could.
It's just
What about-
no one can pull them off
For
anymore.
sure did.
What about all of the other agents that work with Perry?
Mm,
Any of them wear
that's a good point.
fedoras? There's a panda. I think he could wear a fedora.
It's
mean-
true. Only secret agent animals can pull off fedoras in this
Humans
day
are
and age.
animals, so if they're secret agents,
Oof. He got you there.
yeah. So you're a secret agent, Sagar. So basically, you could wear a fedora.
He pulled a little sneaky on you.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess I'm a
Not
secret agent. Huh?
anymore, Jacob. You kind of just outed me just in front of everyone.
I didn't tell you what
You have to
organization
go
I
on the
work
run
for.
now.
It's the FBI,
You
in case anyone's
basically-
wondering.
It's the F1.
It's the CIA, the F1, the FB1, the F1I. I can't. Nothing worked. It's okay though. Nothing has to work whenever you're not funny. So
I was gonna say, can we get an applause for that?
no, yeah. I don't know if Sagar could even hear the applause. Can you hear that, Sagar?
What did you say?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can definitely hear that
The applause.
now. I couldn't hear it before.
Yeah, we have applause. We have applause now. Don't worry, it won't get annoying. I'll only use it every couple minutes.
I'm sure it won't.
I promise you it won't. Trust me. I'm what you call a, I don't know, clapper, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
That's what people that applause, that applaud. People that applaud are clappers.
Did you catch Sagar's grammar problem?
No, but I caught mine.
Oh, yeah.
I have an excuse to have a grammar problem. I don't know what yours is.
I'm deaf.
Ooh,
Can't
yeah,
hear
that's,
grammar.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
Okay.
So we'll just make fun of
Never
Josh
mind.
if he ever messes up.
Yeah, it's okay. I mess
Yeah.
up all the time.
Yeah, but it's fine. He's colorblind. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Or he was 1 year of high school.
For 1
But
year
I'm
of high
not.
school.
I don't know, dude. It feels so strange to make fun of Josh because we never make fun of Josh.
Yeah. Why would we do
It'll be a
that?
new experience for all of us.
Well, we can just try new things. It's part of growing.
It's true.
Our new thing
All
of the
these
year
years
is just
we've
making fun of.
me.
Yeah, all these years we've just never made fun of Josh. You know,
Yeah.
we were those good friends that
It's just-
never ever made fun of Josh,
Josh
and now
is really
I guess
hard to
we can
make fun
start.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm inherently flawless.
Well, nobody's flawless, Josh.
You know what? It's a bit easier to make fun of you now. You know?
Yeah. Now that you have an ego, you deserve being made fun of.
Was that my downfall right there?
Yeah, that now we'll start making fun of you from here on out, never before. What is it? Like, I don't know, I can't even, after doing all the editing, I don't know, like 15 minutes into the podcast. I don't know.
Probably
Now the beeping out and, censoring both
I
the nudity and the language.
have to censor out every time every time Josh talks. No. It'll just be Sagar and I.
should just get a censor sound effect, and then just
we
anytime I
have
start talking.
We have one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Told you it won't get annoying.
It's a sneak peek of Jacob's EP, Sagar. How do you feel about it?
Oh, boy. This is going to be a long podcast, isn't it?
Boys with 3 Z's. Don't know where they are at, though. They could be anywhere. Could be a little
Hey, Josh, guess what?
subscript.
I know when he's going to hit me.
Hey, Josh, guess what?
The Expanse, or Dark's about the season 3 of Dark's coming out on June 27th.
No.
That's what you were going to say, right?
See, Dark is another show that I need to get back to. 'Cause the only episodes I watch are the ones that I watched with you and other Joshua.
And other Joshua.
But no,
Only 2.
I started Community,
Yay! Again.
which is another show that you got me into. Because the only other episodes I watched were the ones that we watched in architecture.
Yeah, back whenever I would just plug my phone into the school computer and just play TV shows I had downloaded on my phone. On the monitor.
We'd just be sitting in class watching TV.
Yeah.
I've seen worse. People in my college
And our
class do
teacher
all
was
the time.
completely okay with it because we were ahead of basically everyone, even though we goofed off all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, man, that class was so fun. We just did whatever we wanted, really.
Yeah, it was
Mr.
funny
was
watching
so
Community
chill.
during it.
Are you kidding me? He went through all of the X-Files
I
as
did.
well.
I said
Oh,
I watched the entire X-Files series in architecture class my sophomore, junior year.
It was, I think, junior year.
Yeah.
It was our junior year.
Dang, I haven't even watched all of the X-Files.
It's really good. It's really cheesy, but man,
I mean,
it's really good.
I've seen some of it, and it's definitely cheesy. It definitely gets off, It's called the X-Files. Can't be cheesy being named the X-Files.
The new seasons weren't as great though.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh, I forgot they did new seasons. Are they not good?
They're not bad. It's just that they I don't know. They went for this really serious and political.
Yeah, they sort of have aliens in them.
Yeah, it's got weird. I don't know.
Man, I feel like
They did kind
I
of
feel like they can't do comedies right anymore.
they did what Twilight Zone did, where every single episode was super super political, and it just wasn't funny. So there was no point. There was no mystery.
What was
to
the
it.
original Twilight Zone supposed to be funny?
Okay, well no, they weren't preachy though. There were definitely some good stories.
Yeah,
and
I
good
feel like
morals, but
TV's kind of taking a turn where everything kind of just has to be premiere television. Whatever happened to the fun, cheesy, self-aware shows?
community,
They
community.
'Cause I don't think any sitcoms that have come out recently have actually been good, have they?
No, I can't tell you one sitcom that's been on a TBS or CBS or anything like that that I've actually enjoyed that's come out recently.
Community.
That's not
Are you being
recent.
sarcastic?
It's been a while.
Oh, Community ended in 2016.
Did it come out recently? Came out what, 2010?
No, but a TV show that
little bit before
premiered
that.
within the last 3 or 4 years that was
Sitcom?
super fun and good.
Yeah.
Well, nothing. That's what I was saying.
Trash, garbage.
Can't think of anything.
It's because here's
Because
what
all the
happened.
TV shows that people still watch that are super fun are the ones that started a while back. I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine is still going. And that's probably the last one, right?
There's that new one. You've watched it.
Oh,
I still
Good
haven't
Place.
seen it.
The Good Place?
No. I mean, I guess Good Place is.
You're talking about
recent 'cause
Upload?
it's ongoing. I was talking about Upload. I haven't seen it though.
It's I guess it's a fun show, but it's also
doesn't look.
it's not bad. It's definitely a fun kind of. It definitely has flaws. It's very clear flaws, and it kind of doesn't have its footing yet. But I think it's a fun show.
But it's the first
It just
season.
seems so heavy-handed.
It's definitely a bit, I don't know, political. It definitely has its own political stuff in it, but it's like a fun politics, what Hillary Clinton tried to create.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, fun politics.
Pokemon Go to the
I
polls, am I right?
I love the hilarious politics. Laid back, just making fun of
Like
everything.
10,000
politics,
people voting for Harambe. That was some fun politics right there.
bunch of idiots.
Yeah, honestly, could we
Yeah, it's awful people. I would never.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Me writing in
literally-
Uncle
I would-
Iroh.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Yeah, can we elect Uncle Iroh to be president?
He's not from America, so say we can't.
I don't care. Look, dude, we already know his first act would be like Tea Appreciation Day, right?
I mean, I guess I don't know, restoring his
I think
grandson's
wasn't his
honor.
first actually burning down the American flag? I mean, if we're going off of what happened in the past.
What?
What?
What are you on?
Well, yeah, because at the end of that entire series, the first thing Iroh did after everyone won was just burn the flag.
No,
burned
he
the-
burned the flag of his own country.
Yeah. So he's not
Exactly.
American, so it doesn't
And-
even
So
matter.
that'd be like him coming to America, then burning Chinese flags. And then
Yeah,
taking
even
over.
if he's
No, but okay, in order to be president, you have to be American. So Iroh has to be American in order to
Well,
be
the
president.
order to
And if
be
he's American,
president,
he
you
has
also
to
have
burn
to
down
be
the American
real.
flag.
Well, look, I'll be president first. Do away with
Guys,
that
come
stupid
on, you
little
have
rule,
some, you
and
have
then
to
we'll
have
elect
some
Uncle
realism
Iroh.
to this discussion.
Listen, this hypothetical situation of Uncle Iroh, an non-existent character that's not from America.
Doesn't matter, okay? No exceptions.
Look,
Who cares if he doesn't exist?
Probably dead now in the canon of Avatar.
he's in Legend of Korra, isn't he?
No, he's dead in.
Every chicken. If we're-
He's almost dead in the Avatar series. I don't think he's.
No, I think because I saw a screenshot on Reddit of someone being like, "Yeah, that's Uncle Iroh."
I'm almost positive he's not in that. The only character, because Toph is an old woman.
Maybe. Well, he's probably. I think it might be a flashback.
I think because Zuko's. I think Zuko's in the Legend of Korra.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, Zuko's in there. Katara's still
Yeah,
alive.
Katara. Everybody besides Sokka and Aang are alive. I mean, obviously Aang's dead because or else the show wouldn't exist.
Good point.
Sadly.
Do you remember how mad people? I had never seen the shows, but I do remember how mad people were when they started like Legend of Korra, because everyone just
A
wanted.
woman was the Avatar. I hated that part. That's my
Yeah.
least favorite.
No, everyone was.
Okay,
just
the
like,
first
why?
season was good though. The first season
Yeah, no,
of
I liked
Legend
the
of
first
Korra
season.
was good.
I watched the first season. I think the villain was really good in the first season. He was a really cool villain.
What's it on?
Yeah.
I need to watch
The
it.
villain was
I don't know.
amazing.
You will legally download all. I mean, you legally
I haven't had to do that in a long time actually. I don't
start
think
paying for things, huh?
I don't think I've done it in 2020.
I think I own it.
I even paid for Disney Plus to watch Clone Wars.
I think I own Legend of Korra.
How was Clone Wars?
I got the
Oh, dude, it's so good. There's a 3-episode arc that's kind of like drags on in the middle of the season, but
Aang
the first arc was like absolutely insane, and then the last 4 episodes are probably like some of the best Star Wars.
Anakin
I
becomes the
know.
Avatar.
I just fight. I fight everything. I fight my hatred for Disney
Dude,
just for that show.
do it for
I'm so conflicted right now.
Daddy Dave Filoni. Cause
I don't, okay,
he
I feel like
deserves
Dave Filoni is not as good as everyone says he is.
well, did you know? What do you mean?
Yeah, but the only thing I'm going to give him like good credit for would be the Clone Wars. That's really the only thing that he's actually
Not
done
not
well.
Avatar. He worked on Avatar.
That
Dave
show
Filoni
sucks.
did not work on Avatar.
Yeah, Dave Filoni worked
Everyone
on
hates
Avatar.
that show.
What?
Yeah. Here, I'll pull it up.
I would be very surprised if he actually did work on the Last Airbender TV show.
Dave Filoni. Let's search.
And even if
Worked
he
on
did,
Family
Rebels was
Guy.
absolute garbage.
Only the later seasons of Family Guy, though, the good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And the later seasons of The Simpsons, the good ones as well.
Look, Google still says that he's most well known for his work on Avatar.
Well, I know him from when I have barbecues and he comes over, so that's how I know him.
Yeah, he directly directed 9 episodes of Avatar, and he worked on other things in the show as well.
Which ones did he direct? Is it the ones that made me
Um,
cry? Because those are the ones I like the most.
In a good way or a bad way?
There are no episodes that made me. Actually, there's only one episode that's close enough to making me cry in a bad way, and that was the the one where they had to take the 2 different tribes across that one mountainous path area.
Oh, I
Serpent's
remember
Pass?
that.
No, not the Serpent's
That
Path.
was
That was fine.
so pointless. What even was that?
It was a filler
episode?
episode. It was definitely a filler episode, but not even in a good way. Like,
We're like, the people who were like,
yeah, it's like the dirty people and like the really
rich
clean people.
Yeah.
In the little soccer game, or not soccer game, whatever it was.
It was such a. I can't remember what it's called right now. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. Actually, I don't know. I know why I'm
I would
blanking
be
on it.
surprised
because
if
Why would I
Dave
care about
Filoni
it now?
directed that episode.
Okay, I'm pulling up the.
That's the only episode that I could say that I didn't like, even on my first one.
Oh, no
Like,
way.
first watch through it. What? The ones that made me cry. Last 3 episodes. Last 4 episodes, I guess, since it was 4-part. And the one with Uncle Iroh singing about his dad.
Yeah, and that one's even more sad whenever you find out like the backstory of that too.
Yeah. Which is the
voice for
yeah,
Uncle
the
Iroh
voice of
died.
Uncle Iroh died. Yeah, no, he was about to die. He didn't die yet. He was on he had cancer.
I mean,
right?
no matter
he had
how
cancer,
good
he had cancer
Clone
when
Wars-
they recorded season 2, but before it aired, he died.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he
no matter how good Clone Wars and The Last Airbender were,
okay, so
he was
Dave-
also the showrunner for Rebels, though, and that was
Rebels
a terrible
Rebels had
TV
good
show.
Rebels had good moments.
What name one good moment in that show?
Ahsoka,
Actually,
Ahsoka.
I mean, I
Darth-
haven't really watched.
Ahsoka
past-
and Darth Vader
like-
fighting was
No,
really good.
I didn't. Yeah, I stopped watching way before that. Actually,
I think
You should-
Ahsoka.
the
Ahsoka-
That show was
the entire
awful.
Darth Maul arc was good too.
I think the whole part where they kind of was it veto Luke killing Darth Vader and had Ahsoka kill him. That was a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Dave Filoni directed The Boy in the Iceberg, which is the first episode. The Avatar Returns, which is the second episode. Imprisoned, which is the one with
Is it
the one that
Earthbender,
Qatar,
right?
the one where Qatar falls in love with Jet. He directed The Blue Spirit, Fortune
Oh, I love that
Teller,
episode.
and The Northern Air.
I like Jet.
Out of all of them, I think the Fortune Teller is the only one. I like Jet, but I have a hard time rewatching that episode.
Blue Spirit's good.
Oh yeah,
I love Blue Spirit. Blue Spirit's one of my favorite episodes because it's kind of the first instance where Zuko is.
Zuko kind of.
Don't be stepping on Daddy Dave Filoni.
I feel like at this point we can spoil the whole show. Zuko becomes good, and Aang beats the Fire Lord, which is all common knowledge. I feel like.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
Sorry
I
to spoil it.
guess Dave Filoni isn't terrible. It's just Rebels was so bad. I can't get over how
I
bad that
didn't
was.
like-
You haven't finished it.
I don't like how Dave started World War II though. That was pretty bad of him. Kind of annoying of him.
Yeah.
He started the second war. Start that rumor, see what happens.
All because some guy gave Rebels a bad review.
Yeah, I think that lines up in the timeline of everything that happened. What's your view on that, Sagar?
On what? I'm
On-
lost.
On Dave starting World War II.
That didn't surprise me.
It did. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really surprising.
He just really wanted to subvert our expectations.
Which
so,
is what this podcast is about. So
obviously.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Apparently, Knives Out is going to be on Amazon at some point or next month, so I finally get to watch it.
Wait, what movie?
Knives Out.
No, I love Knives Out.
Oh yeah, Knives Out was good.
Yeah, I was going to go watch it, and then like the theater we went to was sold out like 3 months after it came out.
Unbelievable theaters, you know.
So yeah, didn't need to watch it then, and now I get to watch it now.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping an open mind, but dang, episode 8 was awful as well.
Wait, no, Sagar, I own that movie, so you can just drive over here.
Yeah. Better than
Jacob, I don't need a movie to drive over there, Jacob.
But
I just
Hey,
need
well-
you. That's
think
all
of the
that matters.
money you'll save from not having to buy the movie.
Yeah, and you use that on gas.
Yeah, it's probably direct. What's better than
Yeah, I can use that on like
watching
get to
watching
hang
the
out
movie
with us.
alone in your
Get
room
there.
or watching the movie with the boys with
in my arms.
3 Z's?
yeah, but then I wouldn't really be able to focus on the show, would I, or the movie, would I?
Don't worry, I won't make out with you until after the movie's over.
Yeah, I know. It's just
no-
I'd be too distracted, Jacob.
no
you know?
promises.
You
We'll
know,
have
the
Josh
effect
sit
you have
between
on
us.
me.
No promises from me though.
Well, Sagar doesn't want that, so it'll be okay. I don't know what that look that you gave me was, Josh, but I didn't like it.
I thought about saying something, then was like,
You're like, Jacob Stab, watch.
probably not.
Listen to this podcast. I can't say that. I'm just kidding. My dad supports me.
For a second, I misheard you.
What?
I feel
I
like
thought you said my dad
I don't
aborts
have
me.
a whole lot to add.
I was like,
to-
what? Didn't make sense.
I don't have a
Soccer-
whole lot to add to anything other than like movies and TV because that's all I've been doing in my break.
Well, how's food?
Yeah.
And I've been going through phases where I feel the need to be incredibly productive. So I spend an entire day organizing and cleaning a different part of my house at least once a week.
Hey, eventually you can
And
go
then
to your
like the
neighbor's
rest of the
house.
weekend.
Yeah, we've been having the same problem here
Yeah, it was just too organized here.
Cleaning.
Honestly,
all day. It's all we do.
it's
Oh boy.
It's so clean.
After me being gone for 5 months, I am kind of nervous to see how it'll be when I get back.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
Now we have a table
True. That's about it.
and the couch is in a different
We'll see.
location, but that's about it.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
He quit. He left.
He left the call.
Hello.
How dare you move the couch?
I actually like it where it is,
I'm moving
even
out.
Yeah, I like it too.
like not ironically, like in a.
And it opens up the floor a little bit because we've been like having people over, or at least I have, to play like board games and stuff.
Just like single. At least I have friends. So
Yeah. I have all 2 of my friends have been really into playing like Catan.
Hey, you had 3 people. 3 people
I
yesterday.
had 3 people yesterday. That's true.
Well, I guess.
I don't want to undersell myself. All
3
3
friends.
of my friends.
Yeah, he's not including us, Sauger, because we're not his friends. So
Yeah,
why would he include us? That'd be
you're
weird.
my boys
Eh.
with the Z.
Yeah, I could have FaceTime part of the board game. I could have FaceTime and been a part of the board game.
Yeah, except we definitely would have lied to you so that I could win. Like I would definitely lie about what resources.
He put you on a different board game.
Yeah.
It's true though. Josh, it's like it's strange because Josh seems like a pretty laid back person until we do something even mildly competitive, and all of a sudden, it's like a different side of it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past him.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute
I'm gonna
Josh
have to like try
really
to
quick.
poison me.
Yeah,
or something.
sorry. I'll just. My voice just cuts out there.
Yeah, your voice is cut out, but it'll probably be picked up a little bit by my mic. So
That's even better.
yeah, just that's fine. So
Speaking of which, I really want to go bowling.
that what? Oh, okay.
The
The board game.
competitiveness. Yeah.
Competitive thing. I thought like you being muted, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go bowling with you.
When is that going to reopen? Actually, it probably won't reopen because Northwest Arkansas is like one of the hottest spots for corona in the U.S. right now. Arkansas is #1 in new cases.
Well, that's because none of us.
Yeah.
Is that in percentage terms or actual numbers?
Actual numbers, pretty sure.
Actual numbers?
It was a couple days ago. Arkansas had like a 15%
Percentage.
15% like growth in cases over like a week.
Well, yeah, that's percent. But if you're talking actual numbers, I find it hard to believe. I don't think there's enough people
Percent-
in Arkansas to actually
Percents
break
have
that record.
number in them, Sauger.
Well, yeah, it's like the highest percent of growth, which is impressive because
Okay, I would believe 5% growth.
well, it's worse because we have less people. So and our percent is higher, which is bad. Like we're having more new cases
Yes, but there's less
than
people.
exactly.
Well, us compare. No, I'm Josh. Like us compare. If you said highest number, that's like competing against states that have
Yeah.
more population.
Yeah.
So us,
But as far as our population goes, the percentage of
but, like,
spreading is
say if
higher.
ours increased 10%, and then so in New York's increased 10%, it's New York would have more people.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
I think that just more goes to just how well a lot of the major states have
Yeah, exactly.
done in terms of controlling it.
Yeah, it's almost as if Arkansas.
So, and
people don't
they
care.
should be past their peaks by now. There shouldn't be
I'm not gonna lie.
many new cases. There shouldn't be an increase in much.
I've had moments of
Dang, guys, I don't want
I'm
to talk
that
about the
guy.
coronavirus on a podcast. I don't want to talk about
You don't wanna be
COVID on
that
a
guy.
podcast.
Finish what you're
So we
saying,
could-
Josh.
I've been that guy every once in a while. I'm like, man, it would be really nice if they'd reopen the basketball.
The
Parks.
basketball.
Josh, why do you even care about coronavirus? Like it doesn't affect your life in any way whatsoever.
Well, now that he can't go out, he wants to.
Well, I mean, I can't play basketball. That's about it. That makes up about half of what I do.
What you're saying is you want to be able to have the choice to not go anywhere.
People are dying, but I can't play b-ball.
Yeah, it's really devastating to me. Cry myself to sleep every night. That's completely unrelated, but
Yeah, he changed the subject right then.
yeah, it's just normal.
Thanks for changing the subject. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I don't really.
You know what's really exciting?
It doesn't really affect me that much. So
It's gonna be a
I don't-
movie. It's gonna be about a movie. Soccer.
No, F1's gonna be back in a month.
All right, I'm gonna mute you real
Yeah.
quick, Soccer. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
It's almost
You can keep
official.
talking
It's
about it. You're
almost
gonna be muted.
official.
yeah, let's sit in for our F1 update. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yo, I don't know, man. There was a point whenever I was unmuted.
No, but Jacob did just take out both of his earbuds.
I put it back
what?
in.
He put
I
them
feel
back.
like the sound of your voice.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It's not the
We're
content.
professional guys. This is what happens whenever you don't have me on. Just evolve.
Listen, this
Is
is the
this
most.
what the podcast that I haven't been listening to? Is this how they've been like?
It's actually been a lot of kind of like similar. I mean, it is just mostly.
Now we
TV,
have better
movies,
equipment, so it's more
Yeah.
better gags.
better gags, better police sirens.
Now we have a whiteboard that we can write stuff on. So.
True.
Speaking of which, it's about that time again.
Yep.
It's the $1,000 sweepskates. Sweep. I can't speak. Sweepskates. Everybody here, everybody listening to this, all three of you can win $1,000. You just have to go to any YouTube channel, go down their comment section, and find where they say gift card giveaway. It's definitely that YouTube channel's account, and you just click it, or you can
Just go rob a bank.
yeah. It's a way to win money.
You know what? I don't think I will go back and listen to the episodes I didn't listen to before. I decided not to do that.
Hello, someone's here to arrest you, Sagar.
Yeah, that's a criminal charge.
Yeah, you're being arrested.
Golly.
Listen, Sagar, I'm sorry we're funnier now that you're gone.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Look, we couldn't
That's
get jokes.
that's exactly what this is. I am jealous of how much funnier you have gotten.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Sagar,
whoa.
did you say you're jealous?
Okay, we need to talk about this.
Do you not understand the podcast, right? You can't be jealous. You're gonna break the
Yeah,
one
but-
promise we have.
It's not
Hold
jealous,
up.
very
No.
mundane.
Viewers can be jealous of us, okay? I can be jealous of us.
You're a viewer.
part of us.
Actually, he's
I'm
not.
on there. I
He's
am
not a
talking.
viewer
I am
because
a
he
host
just told
right
us
now.
he's not gonna go back and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're a listener.
Exactly.
Sorry.
I'm not even a listener because I won't listen to any of the other podcasts you've done.
Wow.
All right. Well, you're just jealous of Sagar. Of
So I think
Josh
therefore
'cause
I'm
he's
entitled
near
to be
me.
jealous
That's
of
true.
how much of a comedic genius both of you have become since I've been gone.
Hey, look, we couldn't get jokes to land, and now we have a machine that does it for us.
Yeah.
It's a flawless system.
You don't have to be funny when you have money. All right.
It's painful because it's true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not funny, and I don't have money.
Yeah. I also don't have money.
It's a double-edged sword
More of a double-hilted sword.
because I can't afford the
Yeah.
afford the blade.
Can't afford the blade. It's a stick. Double-edged stick.
It's just the handle.
One of those plastic lightsabers. A double-edged plastic lightsaber. You want us to continue, Sagar?
Yeah.
We can get more things.
So
Actually, no. I was
A double
about
hole
20
coffee
minutes
cup?
ago. I said I started Community,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring it back.
and I never got to share my thoughts on it.
Oh,
I think
well, that's because we
it's
didn't ask.
it's not my favorite sitcom.
Wait, it is? Now your favorite sitcom?
Yeah, I mean, even though I'm only halfway through one season of it, it's just I'm not a huge sitcom guy usually. Like I've never found one that I completely
Are you
love. Like
saying I
love
Psych is not a
episodes
sitcom,
of
right?
The Office.
No, I'd say Psych
No,
is more
Psych
just
is
like
a
mystery.
procedural.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, I was just making sure you were not
Yeah, Psych is
including
a-
Psych in that because that would be groundbreaking news right there.
No. Psych is not a sitcom, so
Okay.
it doesn't count.
What about
And
Blackish?
I haven't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I think it's like The Office. There's definitely a lot of The Office that I love, but then there's a lot of The Office that I cannot watch.
Just like this podcast.
Yikes. Yeah, I feel like you'll have a similar experience when you get to like season 4 of Community because that's when Dan Harmon was fired. So it'll get a little harder to watch, but
Yeah.
I think
it's-
no. I
it's
think
still very solid.
Community. even though it's my favorite sitcom, it definitely has problems. I feel like it tries too hard to be meta sometimes.
Just like us.
I can see that. Like that's how the fourth season is. The fourth season, like every episode is just like shoehorning in like meta jokes for Abed.
Like I get it, like it's like a Baron the Abed shtick, but I feel like it still tries a bit too hard to be meta.
I feel like it works
But other
well.
than that, yeah, it's like
It works well when it's a
fun
solo
show.
Abed like adventure. But sometimes I can get a little.
Like the ones where they're puppets.
My favorite ones are like their partnerships with Subway and Honda later on as the show goes. It's like all their brand deals. They just they turn their brand deals into like villains for the season.
What's that even? What? I had to watch
That's much
the show.
better than like most
So
top TV shows.
like there's
Have you noticed? I think I've watched so many shows recently that have been sponsored by car companies,
yeah,
and it is hilariously obvious.
dude. The
It's not
community
even
episode
funny.
is
It is funny because it's so obvious.
the community Honda episode is so heavily so just pure marketing that it's almost funny because of how not funny it is. It's really weird.
Even Psych, which is one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite show of all time.
Yeah,
The Ford deal in that show,
yeah. Well, I'm
there's
gonna.
literally like
If it makes you feel better, Sagar, I'm gonna make sure that no one knows we're sponsored by Toyota.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually
Do you drive a Toyota?
Toyota.
Do any of us?
Toyota-
No.
Technically, Alonso does drive for Toyota, so
Okay.
or did drive for
So
Toyota.
we're
I was
sponsored
gonna say,
by
his career's definitely over. My guy.
we're sponsored by Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
car
that was my
company.
crazy F1 theory I wanted to talk about a week ago was Toyota coming back to F1 and buying a team.
I'm really glad Sagar's muted now. It's so much
Yeah,
better. Everything's so much better now.
You're not muted.
I
didn't
sorry,
I
Sagar.
didn't want to disappoint his little ears. They're too cute.
Talking about Sagar's ears?
Yeah. Is this just turning into you guys making fun of me and me hitting on Sagar for 50 minutes?
I feel like you guys are putting me down a lot more than we making fun of you guys. I
Well,
don't
because we
think we made fun of
can't
you.
see you. When we look at you, we can't really make fun of you because we're too distracted by your beauty.
Yeah.
But now we can make fun of you.
You just put a curtain in.
Actually-
us.
Actually, I have something to add to this conversation that isn't about movies, TV shows, or F1.
It's about your beauty because I'm ready to hear it.
I'm ready to see it.
Yes, actually, this is the longest my hair has been because I haven't gotten a haircut since
You should let it go.
February,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually liking it. I mean, obviously, it's a bit unkempt, and I would like to have it trimmed down, but I'm liking how long my hair is now.
I'm disliking how long my hair is right now.
I don't know what I want to do with my hair.
I want to go bald. I'm tempted to shave my hair off.
I've considered doing that. I was told not to by multiple people.
With your,
Okay, but in my
girlfriend?
defense, even
What?
me
Your girlfriend?
not having cut my hair
I
in like
wish.
months,
Mostly guy
my
friends.
hair is still not as long as you guys were before I left.
I have not gotten a haircut since the last time I saw you. So
I haven't got my hair cut since, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
my
think any of
God.
us have,
Okay, that's-
and my hair is still not as long as you guys was before. Like I feel like
You're saying your hair is
Compared
not as long as
to-
mine?
what the heck?
no.
Unbelievable.
We
All
gave
right,
you, like-
canceled.
We give you like 2 months.
Yeah, you had 2
what
months.
Are you doing?
I've also had 2 months, but that shouldn't be an excuse.
Yeah, catch up.
No, I've had 4 months, I think, because I haven't had a haircut since February.
Show some dedication. Get some extensions. Come on.
Yeah, get feathers in your hair. Remember when that was the trend?
I don't know. I don't know how
One-
much longer I can go with this, though. I think I can maybe last another 3 or 4 weeks, and then I think I'll have to get my
That's
haircut.
impressive.
One purple strand. That's all I ask.
If you get a purple strand,
Yeah,
I'll give you
I'll
a
get
kiss.
all of the haircut except for like this one little strand at the back, and it'll be like this little weird ponytail thing.
You should get the Zuko. Get the Zuko.
I have a
Season
friend.
1
I
Zuko.
have a friend who wants me to braid my hair like Katara.
Yeah, well,
I don't know
the
what
thing
work
is,
like
The
I
little
don't.
hair loopies.
I'm gonna get season
No, I
3
can't.
Sokka's
Yeah.
haircut. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Get season 1 Aang's haircut. Season 2
Yeah,
Appa.
Season 2 Appa.
Something
Dude, what is
something about
Appa?
an
Appa has
Indian
the
version of
sickest bowl
Zuko
cut.
just doesn't sound right to me.
Wait,
I feel
what?
like that would be completely terrible.
The Indian
I feel
version
like
of Zuko. Yeah,
something
good
about
thing Good thing no one
something
has
about
ever
an
done that
Indian
before.
version of Zuko just would be a terrible thing to do, and I'm glad no one ever has done it before.
Yeah.
Well, we could burn your eye. Really go for authenticity.
Well, I
That-
do
that might-
have,
that
I
might
do
help the
have
haircut.
I do have the small scar above one of my eyes.
Well, you have two eyes. It's like you can
Yeah.
gain to lose one. You know.
You don't need depth perception to watch movies
Yeah. You just need the movie.
unless you're watching it in 3D. But
Yeah, but I don't think the burned eye looks as good in real life as it did in that show.
Well, we haven't tried it yet, so you're our test subject.
yeah, Jacob, he brings up a good point. We got to try first.
Yeah. You always
Can we talk about Zuko's hair? in that
you
show,
always
though?
tell me to try things,
How-
Sagar. So
No, I never tell you to do that. Except for the times I tell you to try to get your hair shorter and the time I try to tell you to cook. Other than those,
well, that's all that you talk
isolated
about.
incidents.
So
Yeah,
that or F1.
yeah, I'm the most
I'm just
isolated
glad because he's
incident.
back to roasting you, not me.
Well, no, I don't really roast Jacob. Jacob is pretty much unroastable. And
still
Josh, I don't
what
know
that
what you're talking
means.
about. I haven't roasted you yet.
I get roasted all the time at work. Literally, I'm the work punching bag at this point. I love it.
Oh, I thought that was like a really bad joke about how you work in a food place.
Actually, that's what I meant. I don't want to make any good comments, so it was a bad joke. I get fried all the time
How do
at
they
work.
do it?
Heyo.
Yeah,
Heyo.
how do they do it?
Wait, which
How
one's
do they-
the
I don't know which one's
the
which.
drum break?
This one.
Not that one. That's definitely not a drum break. I think it's this one. Oh yeah. That one's just for me, and it's just to be used in ironic situations when I make a joke that no one thinks is funny. Which is
So every single
all the
time you make a joke?
I had to like catch up from the lost time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's how that doesn't work if you're laughing right after it, Jacob.
Good point. Listen, you know my laughs are forced. They're fake. That way I seem more, I appeal better to strangers if I laugh.
That's the only thing you fake, though, right?
No, that's it. Nothing else.
Okay, good.
Wait.
oh man, that's real rough.
I would be surprised if
That's-
anyone is listening at this point. This has gone completely off the rails.
Listen, I'm
What
just
is
happy
it
anyone
was
has been
never
listening.
actually on the rails. in the
That's
first
rough,
place.
buddy.
Ah,
And that was the last person who just left right there.
maybe I should just stay off the podcast until I'm back in real life, physically with you two.
Listen, we'll have to tie you up. That way you don't mess with our shtick.
Yeah, and I'll let you two continue on with your comedic gold.
No, wrong one.
Oof. Yeah.
Nope.
But
I'll just leave it be.
back to Avatar.
That's all we've talked about the show.
I don't think I had like laughed out loud watching the entire show until like season 3 when Sokka was like, my girlfriend turned into the moon, and Zuko just goes, that's tough, buddy.
Seems like something you would say.
I know, that's exactly why I laughed. I was like, that's a me thing to say. Like, that's not helpful at all.
Yeah, Zuko is one of my favorite characters of all time. Like, not like any genre, anything. Zuko's up there.
Momo's up there. For
I
me.
love a good redemption arc.
I love Momo. I love his redemption arc.
I wish he'd done it sooner, though. I wish we had gotten more of the show to be with good Zuko.
Same with Momo.
Read the comics.
Make season 4.
Well, we might get a season 4 now with the live action.
We'll
Netflix
probably
adaptation.
end up getting I think we'll probably end up getting like 6 seasons. I think it'll be like a season per half each season. But they're gonna add some stuff to it.
What will they do, though?
Yeah. I'm kind of worried for it, to be honest.
I am
don't know how I feel
excited.
about it.
I will watch it, and if I hate it, then I will cry. And if I like it, I'll probably
Myself to
cry
sleep
too, just for fun.
Every night, unrelated.
It'll never be as good as the original. I don't know why they're doing it.
Well,
But
a
you
lot
know
of things
why
will
they're
never be
doing
as
that.
good.
It's never going to be as good as the
Listen,
original.
Sucker, one day you'll have a kid, and sure they'll never be as good as the original.
Oh,
All right,
thanks.
but you still got to do it.
That was good. That was good.
Don't do it. Yep. He was eyeing it the whole time. I was like, oh no.
It's called quality. All right, Sucker, look it up. You looking it up? Is that why you paused?
I'm not hearing any keyboards clacking.
Yeah.
No, I'm freaking being attacked by mosquitoes. I'm making so many sacrifices to be on the show.
Why aren't you
You
inside?
don't even know, and I feel like it's all being undermined.
Why don't you want to go inside?
I feel like what?
Why aren't you inside? Why are you outside? You sleep outside?
Because my house is really empty and it echoes a lot, or where I am.
Just go in the shower.
Like it's a big house. It's just like because. Well, I basically have like an entire floor to myself, but because there's nothing in it, it echoes and I can be heard throughout the rest of the house.
What you need to do, Sagar, is you need to go under your covers of your bed. I'm not even joking. It'll prevent the echo.
That actually might not be
Has
the
a heat
worst
stroke
idea.
halfway through the episode.
Listen, he likes
This
the
is
heat.
the
He'll
heat
be
we're
fine.
talking about, though.
Yeah, he loves the heat. He can handle the heat.
Can he though?
Yeah, that's why he's always in the kitchen.
Ooh.
I just feel like I have been replaced with a soundboard. Is all I'm saying. I feel completely appreciated.
That's my least favorite sound. I hate it so much.
I think that one that's probably my least favorite one. I don't know. What is the purple one even?
I don't know. We don't talk about the purple one.
We don't talk about the purple
We
one.
don't talk about the purple one.
How long have we been going for?
Oh, I mean, probably like 50 minutes. Sorry. Do you have somewhere to be, Sagar?
Yeah.
You gonna leave your house for the first time?
Well, he's already outside right now, and mosquitoes are eating him alive, apparently.
Yeah.
So
You
is
should
it
probably
even
get that
worth the
checked out.
risk?
If you are being eaten alive right now, that's not good. Okay.
Well, I'm
All
okay
right.
with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. I'm willing to be eaten alive just for the show, Jacob. That's how committed I am to this show that I actually won't listen to any episodes of ever.
Kind of a suck up.
Yeah. Listen, you got a little something on your nose. Okay. that wasn't even me. Josh gone off the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was never on the rails. I feel like we've just been on a hoverboard the entire time.
That's
Or a
fun.
hovercraft, sorry. A
I
hovercraft.
kind of like that.
I like it.
I'm not on the rails. My friend told me I'm on a hoverboard above the rails.
You go through like a stand-up comedy club, and that's the
That's
only
my
joke you
entire-
tell, and people just don't understand it. They're like, "What? What's the joke?"
My friend said I'm above the rails.
No. I feel like we've been on a hovercraft the entire time is what I meant to say.
Hovercraft.
Like the actual hovercraft, like the little things with like a giant little garbage bags underneath them.
Hovercraft, is that when you hold like Minecraft above something?
No, I'm imagining like the hoverboard, and I'm just going on the tracks, just on the little.
Speaking of hoverboards, I have a soundboard.
Wow.
You can see
Speaking of board,
It's amazing. It's like
What?
we've all somehow managed to de-age by about 10 years
I've always been this way.
And
What do you
just-
mean?
the span of a few days.
one day we'll all die. The world will be
Yikes.
and I'm going somewhere with this. And the new civilization will come and look at this, and all they'll have is this podcast, and they'll listen to this episode and see, and they'll use this as a study as how humans have grown into insanity. They'll start from this beginning of this episode and go to the end of the episode, and it'll show an evolution of insanity.
And
Actually,
it's-
yeah, if someone were to start listening to our podcast from the very beginning, like the first episode, and then listen to now, I'm sure you could definitely see the increasing or the decreasing levels of sanity we all have.
But you know what we do have?
What?
That's
That's it. That's what we
that's
have.
what
All
we
right. So I think it's about time we do media moment. I guess it should have been like 10 minutes ago, but I forgot about it until now.
I mean, this entire show's been a media moment for Avatar the Last Airbender, but
exactly. Well, now I can put that in the title, and
Yeah, sure.
hopefully people will start watching this or listening to this.
Media moment for me though. My life really has just been Avatar, but
My life, my media moment's my life.
my life.
Good one.
I might I don't know.
You can media moment Avatar.
I mean, yeah.
I
Why
think
did you
you've already
look?
done
Why
that,
did you
but
pause
Jacob-
and look at me for too long?
Sorry, I got lost in your eyes.
I feel like Jacob's definitely already done the Avatar.
I definitely have,
TV
but
show or media
yeah,
moment.
I feel like Avatar is is the plug. Right now,
I did season 1. Do you do season 2 or 3?
I tried to watch Space Force.
Spaceballs?
Space Force.
Space Force? Yeah, I
Yeah.
started like halfway
It's
through the first.
Pronounced
episode.
Star Wars.
It's
right?
just not funny. It's just not.
I don't know.
just
It just feels
never-
off to me.
Never gets funny.
Wait, what's Space Force?
New comedy on Netflix.
It's the Steve Carell one.
Steve
I
Carell's
feel
in
like
it?
it has
It's a
potential.
talented cast. Steve
It's
Carell,
just not.
Ben Schwartz,
There were a
John
few.
Malkovich.
Really? Ben
Yeah.
Schwartz. I don't know he's in things.
Have you not heard of it? Yeah, it just
I
came out.
haven't.
It's not.
I remember seeing a trailer with Steve Carell in it, and then that was it.
It has its moments where it does something, and I'm like, that's really, really funny. But why am I not laughing? Like, why do I not find that funny? It should be, you know?
Do you know why? Do you know
It
why?
just feels
You
like
don't think
something's
it's-
off
off
about
you know
that
why I don't
show.
think it's funny? You know, the show's missing something. Something that we have.
You guys don't.
Listen. Everyone can agree that a show is always better when it has a laugh track.
Yes.
Laugh track always elevates shows. Never doesn't not elevate a show. I know what I said.
Well, to be fair, though, without the laugh track, Friends is basically unwatchable. So,
So brave. So brave.
unlike this podcast, which is
Well,
unwatchable,
unwatchable because it's a
either
podcast.
way,
Yeah.
that's on video.
Well, yeah, but obviously because
The videos is for us.
It is both unwatchable and unlistenable.
Wow, I can't believe you're making fun of a deaf kid right now. You think I can't listen to our own podcast because I'm deaf?
are you saying I can't watch it because I'm
Exactly
colorblind?
what I'm saying.
Wow, sucker. Be the change you
Wow.
want to see, all right?
Yeah.
This is sick.
Hey,
I'm sick right now.
brown, okay?
And
Yeah. So.
so am I. I'm a really light shade of brown.
Yeah.
Not even a joke, all right? That's what my biology teacher taught me. That's the only
I'm
thing she
actually,
taught me.
I'm actually really light shade of brown right now because I haven't been in the sun in like 2 months.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I haven't been this light skinned since I was born. Really, I mean that was it. I was born a white baby, and then I just
I'll see you
gradually
and you'll be
became
brown.
I mean, I'm still not as white as I was when I was a baby, but like,
He's gonna bake himself in the sun for a solid 3 weeks before.
You
he
look like the
sees us.
SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah.
Them from that one episode.
They're dried out with no water. Isn't that
Yeah.
from the movie?
No, I'm talking about there's one where they go to like a tanning salon and they get really brown.
Oh, I haven't seen that because I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons as a kid.
No.
I was allowed to watch the movie though.
Well, it's not a cartoon, right? It's live action.
Yeah. Thanks, Hasselhoff,
Yeah. Thanks. You're the only reason I watched this movie.
bringing me closer to my childhood.
Hasselhoff brings all of us together. You put that on a t-shirt.
so what are we saying? Avatar is Josh's media
I
moment.
guess so. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was I thought it was a SpongeBob movie. That was the conclusion we made.
Yeah, yeah. Spaceballs is funny though, or at least it was when I first watched it.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Never watched it.
Actually, kind of good.
Guy from Honey I Shrunk Your Kids in it, right?
Yeah,
Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sagar, what's your media moment?
I don't know. I want to say The Witcher, which I had fun watching, but it definitely had its
Liked
problems.
it?
So
Yeah.
I don't.
I liked The Witcher a lot. That was really good.
I think season 2 will definitely help a lot of the problems
there was
that.
not enough nudity in The Witcher.
Especially when it comes to Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
Yep. Exactly.
But I don't know. Like, it was good, and I really enjoyed it. But like, there was such a lack of weight to that show. Like, I don't know. Like, it just felt empty. Like, it didn't feel. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know what I'm trying to say. I can't say it.
Buddy, I need to.
It's like whenever he gets captured by the elves, and like, it was supposed to be like this big moment because it was like the last of the elves. You know what I'm
moment
saying?
with Henry Cavill and
Spoiler
it's a
alert.
big moment.
Yes. Spoiler alert for The Witcher. But like there's like whenever he gets captured by like the king of the elves, driven to the brink of extinction, it's supposed to be like this big moment. But it's literally them being tied up in a somewhat shallow cave with 2 other characters in it. I think it's just like it suffers from its lack of budget
Mm-hmm.
because like there should be like this grandiosness, and it just lacks it.
But instead, there's just this grossness.
Other than that, like,
say.
was
I
that was
think-
good. That was just
Other than that, it was pretty good. I think the editing was also pretty questionable.
But speaking of Henry Cavill,
Did you watch the new Superman movie that he was
no,
in?
but there's a Snyder.
Is he back? Is he back as Superman?
Nope,
No,
but
it's
the
just joking.
Snyder cut was not only confirmed, but HBO is releasing it.
Oh,
I don't care. I mean, I saw
Is
it
it gonna
coming. I
is it
knew
gonna
that
make
HBO
that
was
movie
going to release it.
watchable? Definitely not. But will I go see it because
I-
Henry Cavill will be in it? 100%.
I was expecting HBO to do it because I mean, yeah,
it's
they
just
tried to
more
tuck
Henry
in-
Cavill. That's all I need.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's millions of dollars more to actually do it, but at the same time, there's all of those Snyder Cut losers that would definitely get HBO Max just to watch that one movie.
exactly. That's
So
why
I mean, it's
that's
a
why
win
they're
on
doing
HBO's
it.
part.
Make
That's
money.
exactly
from
why they're doing
That's
it.
yeah,
But
it's probably one of the
genius.
best uses of a marketing budget ever. Is
Listen,
do
are you
that
telling
movie.
me that if HBO were to release an extended version of all of the races that Alonso have been in, you would not pay for HBO to watch them all?
Jacob, it's only now beginning to dawn on me how little you actually pay attention whenever I made you watch those races.
Only now?
What did they released?
Cargo Vroom.
Okay, well, I was gonna say something a second ago, and I cannot remember what I was going to say, so I don't know why I brought this up.
Was it about The Witcher?
Yeah, it was about The Witcher. It was The Witcher did one thing that no other show has ever done, and it made me physically disgusted by one of the things it created, and that was the little devil thing that kidnapped or whatever took The Witcher. You know what I'm talking about?
The what? The devil?
There's that devil thing that was working with the elves
Yeah.
or goat
Yeah,
goat
devil-
man,
you mean
whatever.
Fawn?
The fawn. Yeah, I hated that thing.
Really?
Yeah, that
Out
thing
of
was one of the
all
most
the
disgusting
gross,
things I've
hideous
ever seen in
creatures
any
on
TV
that
show or movie,
that
and I
was
don't
the
know
one you
why.
hated?
Yeah, I kind of agree though. It was Uncanny Valley.
It
There
was
was literally an entire creature that looked like a decomposing. I don't even know, and
Dude,
it just
I
pulled
didn't-
someone's guts out.
Never
yeah,
once
I hated
never,
it.
never once did I want to see like a Gringotts goblin crossed over with a goat.
I'm just saying, I don't think like out of all the creatures on that show, I feel like the fawn was
The thing is,
definitely on.
all the other creatures
left.
were disturbing in a good, like a compelling way. That thing was just disturbing in a way that made me want to just not watch it, look at it ever. Like the other things
Although
were
that
disturbing
episode
and scary,
had-
but like in a, like I said, like a good way.
Yeah.
That episode actually had the only moment that made me feel like they were part of a bigger world because of like that whole imagery of like the little tavern on the rocks up high. I don't know if you guys remember, but that's the only part of the entire show that was like, you know what, I feel like they're in a well fleshed out world because the rest of it was a fun show and I definitely am excited for season 2, but like it never felt like a complete world.
That was fair. Speaking of things that made me utterly disturbed, there's my media moment.
Oh, I didn't even do my media moment. Is it?
Oh, you didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. But you said it was The Witcher.
You know what?
Yeah,
You
it was
go.
Witcher.
You go. I'll think of something to say.
Okay. Well, mine is this movie. It has I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy from Atlanta, the not the rapper, but the friend.
The guy who plays Darius,
Yeah, Darius.
Lakeith-
He's also
oh
in
gosh.
Knives Out.
Lakeith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Great.
called Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I
Have
love
you
that
watched
movie.
it?
Yes, that
Okay.
movie's fantastic.
I watched it. I loved the movie because it had like a bit of a like absurdity to it,
Yeah,
and then like I
good.
don't want to spoil it
it's so good.
because I think it'd be a great commentary track to make. Like not even like in a funny make fun of it kind of way, but
It's
just
just
like in a,
good. It's just really good.
good movie.
I love that movie. That man is fantastic in everything that he's in. Honestly, the thing I
Was
hated
he the
the
guy
most-
that was in Joker?
No.
You're thinking of Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. I don't even.
No,
Both great
I'm
actors.
certainly not.
I see the similarities. But yeah, he was.
Okay, I don't know. I
Criminally-
don't care how good you
He
think
was-
this rapper dude is. He's not Joaquin Phoenix.
He was criminally underused in Knives Out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I heard he was in Knives Out and then I watched the movie, I was really upset. That
No,
he
he's
was not.
he's really fantastic.
I love him.
Every movie he's been in is really good.
I probably include him in my top top 10 favorite actors.
Yeah.
But sorry to bother you. It's just like this. It follows a guy that's a telemarketer. That's the word. Yeah. He gets a job as a telemarketer, and there's just so much going on in the movie. It's hard to like give a good synopsis. But basically, there's this other area that if you are really good at the telemarketer job, you get promoted in this really like secretive area, and he does get promoted. And I don't really want to spoil what happens there. I don't know how much is in like the trailer and stuff, but
So is it a comedy or a drama?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's both. It's both. Like it's
Like
like
a dramedy
absurd.
then?
Yeah, it's like a bit absurd, but not like in a like in an
Okay.
awful way where it's trying to be like pretentious or something. Like it's absurd in a way that's like you would think it's trying to be pretentious, but it seems like it's so clear with its message that it doesn't come off as pretentious. At least I worked in many times.
It's strange. I always feel a bit apprehensive whenever absurdism is used in anything, which is odd because that's basically almost all of Indian movies.
Well, this is all
But at the same time, it
just
just
for
feels
India.
off whenever they're not Indian.
No, but I love the
What's it
movie. I
called?
highly
Sorry to
recommend it.
bother
I
you?
want to do a commentary
Yeah.
track
Sorry
of
to
it.
bother you.
Either Josh and I can do it, or
Wait, is it on? What's it on?
it's on Hulu.
Okay.
But the
I
ending
won't watch it
is the most, one of the most, I don't know, what twistiest ending I've ever seen. That's not the word I want to use, but like in a
Most bendy.
yeah, not the very end, at the like the last scene, because I kind of expected that to happen. But like I don't know if you're talking about what I'm talking about, but like the final act of it all, you know.
Yeah.
That stuff just messed me up, especially whenever I don't want to say anything, but whenever there's a point where he opens up a curtain and something is revealed, that part, it just messed me. I was like, what in the world am I watching? I came home from work and I was really tired and I watched that movie and I was like, I don't know. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it, and I definitely want to watch it again as a commentary track.
I'd be down.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it whenever, actually, because now that I have the equipment. Sagar, do you have a media moment now?
It was.
It's odd because I have watched a lot of TV, but there's nothing that I really want to highlight. So, actually, I will say the F1 YouTube channel has put out the 2019 Brazilian GP as one of its rewind things, because as I told you last time, every week complete races on there, and now it's got one of my races. It's got my favorite moment of all of last year on there now. Remember, Jacob, that's the race whenever I was screaming, jumping up and down.
Oh, so you have your media moment now? That's all right.
Yeah,
No,
that's my
I
media
paid
moment.
attention. Yeah, I remember you jumping up and down.
That was for the.
Yes.
That's for the video
That-
watchers.
That's the race that's now on F1 TV channel. And if you're going to watch an F1 race and it isn't the 2012 European GP, it should be a 2019 Brazilian race, because it's super crazy, it's super wild, it's super exciting. It's a good story all around.
Good story.
And it
is that
was
what
my
you said?
favorite moment of all of last year.
Favorite moment of all of last year?
Yeah. Well, other than whenever we were together, Jacob.
Okay, I was
but
about to say, so
that
are we-
favorite
Kind of a
would go
lame
without
year for you,
saying.
man.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
like,
no kidding. Yeah,
last year you
2019
moved
sucked,
into your
man.
first apartment and
Yeah, but
got to hang out with
At the
me
same
most
time-
of the time,
yeah, but also the rest of the suckiness kind of brought it all the way back down. It should really say something that no matter how bad 2020 has been, like for me personally, I will not speak for the world as a whole,
It's kind of selfish.
but for me personally, 2020 is still better than what 2019 was for me.
Whoa, unbelievable. Canceled.
Canceled. Yeah.
Except for the one complete moment of happiness and joy that I felt, which was
We
the
can't, you
2019
can't talk about this on the
Brazilian
podcast. It was about
GP.
us, right?
That's a little
What?
too PG-13.
Yeah, it's a little too PG-13. No, anyways, what were you saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I really think if anyone is watching, which I highly doubt at this point, if anyone is still listening to this, then they are probably in some kind of anaphylactic shock or something and physically are unable to turn us off at this point. And if that is you, I recommend watching the 2019 Brazilian GP.
Also, we'll put you in.
And I recommend going to a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, we have... See, soccer doesn't care about your well-being, but Josh and I do.
Yeah.
Soccer is here that someone went to a, like, anaphylactic... I can't say the word. Anaphylactic. Yeah, shock. And he wants you to watch F1. And then we're over here.
Well, okay.
We just
If
vibing.
I was about to die, I would want one of my last moments to be true greatness. So really, I'm looking out for everyone.
Listen, if I'm about to die, I'm going to eating a whole jar of cookie dough.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to die. And that's not how I want to die. That's how I'm going to die. There's a difference.
Guys, Marty's back. You can't see him, but he's back.
Marty? Yeah.
Marty.
Can you take a video of it? Send to us?
That's nuts.
I'm on the phone with you guys right now.
Well, I mean, you can take a video of it through your mind. Steal your parents' phone.
You know what? I'll communicate
go
the
ahead.
image of Marty
Just go ahead
to
and
you,
hang up and
Jacob,
take
through
a
our
picture.
psychic connection.
Yeah, you can hang up. I don't wait on my...
Yeah.
Actually, kind of
Just
confer...
get us a video, Marty.
We love you, Sagar. That's why you know this.
I love you too, Jacob.
No, okay.
Josh, I'm different.
It's okay. I'll love you from the shadows.
He's used to it. That's how he loves most people. So,
Yep.
but anything else y'all want to add?
No.
No.
No.